The air hangs thick with the stench of disease and the unsettling hum of forbidden alchemy. The once proud kingdom of Hermes has crumbled, its streets now patrolled by plague-ridden monstrosities. Hope seems lost. Attempts to quell the magical contagion have failed, and chaos reigns supreme. Yet, in this desperate hour, a figure emerges, cloaked in mystery and wielding terrifying power. He is Corvus, and he might just be the kingdom's last chance. Today, we're venturing into the grim and fast-paced world of Thymesia. Thymesia is an action role-playing game hailing from the Taiwanese developer OverBorder Studio, and published by the folks at Team 17. Now, if you're a fan of Soulslikes, but you find yourself drawn to the more aggressive, in-your-face combat of titles like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, or Bloodborne, then Thymesia might just be your cup of, well, something less pleasant than tea, given the setting. This isn't a game that encourages a slow, methodical approach like Dark Souls. Thymesia throws you into the thick of it, demanding quick reflexes, precise parries, and a relentless offense to survive the horrors that stalk the blighted kingdom. So what did I find compelling about Thymesia amidst all the plague and peril? Let's start with the core of the experience, the combat. This is where Thymesia truly shines for fans of faster-paced Soulslikes. The emphasis on parrying is significant. Successfully deflecting enemy attacks isn't just about negating damage, it's crucial for creating openings and building momentum. Coupled with incredibly fast-paced movement and attack animations, Thymesia's combat feels fluid and engaging. Adding a unique twist to the combat are the plague weapons. As you defeat enemies, you can extract their plague essence and temporarily wield their unique weapons and abilities. These range from spectral claws to scythes to tendrils, and offer a dynamic way to adapt to different enemy types and exploit their weaknesses. The refundable skill tree is also another welcome feature. It allows for experimentation with different builds without the fear of permanently locking yourself into a specific playstyle. This encourages players to explore various combat approaches and find what works best for them. Corvus' signature claw attacks are also a satisfying part of his arsenal. They're quick, versatile, and often integral to building up damage and pressuring your opponents. Finally, the setting itself, while grim, is undeniably compelling. The fallen kingdom of Hermes, with its gothic architecture twisted by alchemical corruption and the palpable sense of decay, creates a dark and oppressive atmosphere that perfectly suits the challenging gameplay. However, Thymesia does have its limitations. One of the most significant drawbacks is its very linear level design. Unlike the intricate and interconnected worlds often found in other Soulslikes, Thymesia's levels tend to be fairly straightforward, with limited opportunities for exploration or hidden secrets. Another aspect that might deter some players is its relatively short length. A playthrough can be completed in about 10 hours, which, while not necessarily a bad thing, might leave those craving a more substantial experience wanting more. But perhaps the weakest aspect of Thymesia is its storytelling. While the initial premise is intriguing, the narrative often feels underdeveloped and lacks the depth and engaging character interactions found in many other Soulslikes. The lore is often presented through sparse item descriptions and environmental details, leaving much of the world and its inhabitants feeling somewhat hollow. So who would I recommend Thymesia to? I would recommend it to people who love fast-paced combat in games. If you prioritize responsive action and enjoy the aggressive flow of games like Sekiro and Bloodborne, Thymesia's combat will likely scratch that itch. I would also recommend it to people who are already fans of the Souls-like genre. If you're familiar with the core mechanics and you enjoy the challenge, Thymesia offers a unique, albeit shorter, experience within that framework. However, I wouldn't necessarily recommend Thymesia as your first Souls-like. Its linearity and less developed narrative might not provide the most comprehensive introduction to the genre. I genuinely enjoyed the core combat system. It's fast, fluid, and the plague weapon mechanic adds a compelling layer of dynamism. However, the surrounding elements, the linear level design and the underdeveloped storytelling, prevent it from reaching its full potential. I am, however, excited to see what OverBorder Studio does next. They clearly have a strong foundation in crafting engaging combat, and with more attention given to the world building and narrative, their future titles could be truly exceptional. So what are your thoughts on Thymesia? Did you find its fast-paced combat as engaging as I did? What did you think of the Plague-Ridden setting? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see my thoughts on other Souls-like games, be sure to check out some of the other videos on the channel. That's all for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.